What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Purple Shade Podcast. Um, man, it's a bad weekend, bro. We got to get right into this. It's the first time that we've had two losses. Vikings and Ravens go down this week. And in I hate to say epic fashion, Thursday night we had what a lot of people call some big issues with officiating, but I'm numb to that. But the Ravens, man, it was one of those losses that I feel like, did we expect this loss? Even when we talked about it last week, did we expect it?
This
Because it was
loss,
something, it was something that I just felt like, you know what? Mm, Going to Cleveland, new quarterback, coming off 5 wins. It
Jameson
didn't
Winston,
feel right.
third string.
Yeah, how about that?
How about that? Hey guys, check this out. Boom.
That says it all.
And
That says it all, man.
Is that the defense right there? I believe that's the defense. Right there. Yeah.
That says it all. That says it all in a nutshell. In this game, it was a very weird game, but I knew that something was going to go wrong on that drive, man. I mean, let's just, let's just get into it, okay? But we're going to do this a little bit different. You know what I mean? Okay. We're going to shake it up today.
How so?
We're going to shake this up today. Let's just do a straight vet session about what happened this weekend. Well, Thursday and Sunday. Man, did the Ravens not throw up on themselves on Sunday, right? You're coming off 5 straight wins. Well, you look pretty good, right? Everybody in the league's calling you the best team in the NFL. You got teams that are undefeated. You got other teams that, like the Lions, who are 5-1, they're rolling. They beat the crap out of who they play. Out of somebody.
Oh, the Lions, Tennessee. They smacked them 14 to 52.
Tennessee deserves it. Like, who gives a crap about Tennessee? All right. Any Tennessee fans, kick rocks. I don't care. You guys suck. All right. You'll always suck. Okay. That's why you don't have a Super Bowl. All right. 2000.
Fact.
Just remember that. We own you. Okay. Now, that aside, man, I don't know if I've ever seen. You know what? I have, bro, because we've seen this before. Okay. I'm on a ledge right now. Okay. Let me jump on my soapbox on the ledge and let me just scream this out. Okay. We have seen this before. Okay. Just give me a little bit of time. We've seen this before. This is indicative of a John. If you needed a definition of what a John Harbaugh coached Raven team looked like, look at this game. Look at this game after you just came off of 5 straight wins. And when you see this, you go, they don't even look the same. That's the problem. They came into this game running over everybody, the last 5 games, just running over everybody, right? They didn't blow anybody out except Buffalo, right? It was a close game against the Commanders, kind of one possession. They won by 10 against the Bucks last Monday night, but that should have been a blowout.
There you go. Right? Yes. Yep. That should have been a blowout.
But the defense kind of just let them back in the game. It didn't feel like a blowout. Didn't look like it. You had Lamar and Henry on the sidelines like, what is going on? Man, what is the problem? And people want to point to the defense, right? I get it. And I know you're going to get to that defense. Right? That defense is horrendous, but I'm sorry. I've said it since week 1. This all goes back to John Harbaugh, okay? And like my eldest kid, she's not going to like it. She likes John Harbaugh. I got beef with John Harbaugh. I'm sorry. I told y'all last week, me and John Harbaugh, Peter Griffin and the chicken.
It's on site.
It's on site. I'm tired of this being a problem. We are the most penalized team in the league. Okay? Undisciplined. We are always shooting ourselves in the foot. Every time we get a big play, there's a penalty. Right? Every time. Go ahead, bro.
By the way, we are also the team that drops the most interceptions.
Oh my God. I don't even like
it.
I counted 5. They only say 3 or 4. I counted 5.
I counted 5. Then they're smudging the numbers.
Right? But again, it goes back to Harbaugh. Zachary Orr might be in over his head. He's in over his head. He doesn't know what he's doing. You bring in Dean Pease. Didn't you fire Dean Pease? What? I'm confused. Make this make sense to me. You fired this guy, but then you hire an inexperienced guy. I'm not trying to down Zach Orr. Black man. Please go get your job. I want him to have a job, but this year, you can't F around with it. You can't F around this shit. This is a Super Bowl or bust year. There's nothing less than a Super Bowl is acceptable. And you let him become the DC. He's never called plays. He's never been anything past a linebackers coach. And you just give him the keys to the defense because John ain't calling defense. Come on. And now he just seems in over his head. It's week 8. We still have communication issues. We still got guys out of place. Man, that one play where they were so confused, Odafe Owe was just running down the line. They were so out of place. Guys were just running down the line, and the Browns snapped the ball. Touchdown.
No, that was it, yeah.
What are you doing? That's a John Harbaugh hire, guys. He hired them. And sometimes that's the problem. This man has too much power in this organization, and he doesn't deserve it. I don't want to hear, oh, he's a Super Bowl winning coach. So is Brian Billick.
I was going to say that. So is Brian Billick.
You guys don't remember Brian Billick? You guys don't remember 2000? Some of you don't. Some of you weren't alive then, right? Some of you fans out there, if you're listening to this, you're watching this, some of you weren't even alive then to know Brian Billick. Brian Billick also won a Super Bowl. He got ran out of town. Bisciotti fired him. But you still have this guy in place, but yet you're losing the same way every time. And I've heard people say, no, it's not the same every time. Yes, it is. Because we're shooting ourselves in the foot. Bill Belichick said it. The Ravens can only be beat by the Ravens. And I know people want to talk about Eric DeCosta, right? Why was he not able to choose his coach? Why did he have to inherit this guy? He hasn't won us a Super Bowl in over 12 years, guys. 2012. It's 2024. Please. He's not it. He's not it. He didn't pee down his leg this week, and call a stupid timeout. But you know what he did? He didn't challenge when he should have. Okay? On that third down play, where the guy got tackled before he got to the line, before he got to the first down marker, you don't challenge that. But you'll challenge some crap that you know you're not going to win. Make it make sense to me. I don't understand it. Guys are dropping balls this week. Rashad Bateman, you're always open. You are. Man, I'm a Rashad Bateman fan. Okay, that one in the sun, that's tough. I know how that is. I've tried to catch the ball in the sun. It is not an easy thing to do. Okay? Especially when the sun's not at high noon and the sun starts to come down a little bit and it's kind of in your face. That is tough.
Get a visor, young man. A tenant.
I know, but you know what? This is the thing. The NFL doesn't allow everybody. You actually have to have a medical. You check this. You have to have a doctor's note to actually wear a tinted visor. They do not allow anybody to just wear a tinted visor, which is why you see a lot of guys, they may come out and warm up with a visor on, right? You've seen that guys will warm up with a visor. Sometimes you see Lamar, in practice, he'll wear that visor. He can in the game because you need a medical reason to wear a visor. That's the only reason why they let those guys wear visors, the guys who do. Whatever. It's not my rule. I think it's stupid, but it's not my rule, right?
Not even but just for shades? Like, the sun is in my eyes.
I mean, you're still a professional, right? So I just want to cut him some slack. I do. The other one he dropped, that was inexcusable, okay? We had drops on the offensive side. We had drops on the defensive side. Bro, they weren't prepared to play this week, and I'm tired of that. We did the same thing last year in Pittsburgh. We did the same thing last year in Cleveland. It's like a broken record. And then you let the Chiefs sign a wide receiver, and today they signed an edge rusher. They're 7-0. Why would they need anybody? Because they know they need more firepower, or they just don't want the Ravens to get them, which I wouldn't blame them because it's like, why do you want to help the Ravens? But, man, it was piss poor yesterday. Piss poor. Lamar played out of his mind again, although this is the one thing I'll say about Lamar, bro, and I'm going to let you get your bars off, okay? Lamar, to me, and I don't know if it's just the offense, the play calling. It's kind of the play calling too, okay? And just hear me out for a second. Everybody just listen. Every so often, you know what? This is the team thing. This is not just Lamar. Just hear me out. Every so often, we watch a game and go, this looks different. Why are they not executing the way they're supposed to? Because there were a couple balls yesterday that Lamar threw. They should have been picked off. I mean, bad throws. Throws we haven't seen Lamar make all year. And all of a sudden, he was making them yesterday. The Browns have a decent defense, but they're not that good. They're not that good. But they seem to be everywhere yesterday. They're 1-6. Maybe they're motivated. Maybe they're professionals too, right? So they're motivated. They want to win. I'm assuming they want to win. You had Jameis come in, and that's where I felt this is going to be the game where they're not going to win because everything went against them, right? New quarterback, Deshaun Watson's out. Maybe they wanted him out. I don't know. But they just played different yesterday than they did against everybody else, right? And maybe it's that injection. Sometimes you get the backup quarterback comes in and everybody just plays out of their mind, but they lost their best receiver. And they still cooked our secondary, man. Bro, like you said, man, look at all those drop picks. What are y'all doing? Eddie Jackson, what are you doing? Man, that last touchdown, bro, he let that dude run right past him. He was flat-footed. He let him run right past him. And then he turned the wrong way. He turned his back to him. He didn't even turn to run with him. He turned this way. Bro, why? Why does this keep happening? Why do we always look unprepared against the worst teams? We lost to the Raiders, 2-6. We lost to the Browns, 1-6. Why? But John Harbaugh, we like our guys. Hey, man, that's how the game went. Can't win them all. Yes, you can. That's the 72 Dolphins. Ask them if you can win them all. Ask your brother. Ask the Michigan Wolverines last year. Did they win? Did they go undefeated? Did they lose? What? Did they? College, most national champs, they usually are undefeated.
You can win them all.
You can win all the games. That's a loser mentality. I'm tired of it. Lamar don't deserve this. Let me step off my soapbox. Go ahead, bro. Get your paws off.
But no, you're right. You're 100% correct. That game yesterday, yeah, piss poor. Offense, defense. I like Kyle Hamilton. I really do. He's
a beast.
He's a
catch the ball.
He's the juice. That's right. My guy. You bobble that ball like 5 or 6 times, and that solely would have been the game ender in the Ravens' favor. And then, ironically, magically, whatever happened, the next play is just a dagger.
When I saw that ball about to hit his hands, my nuts dropped. Pause.
I lost my breath. I
knew this was it. That was it. I was ready to jump up, and I couldn't believe it.
That's right. Threw it right to Kyle Hamilton, right to him. I'm like, man, he's got this. And then just, oh. I sat back down. I just had to think about my life for a second. Not that I was going to do anything, but I was so sure that he would have that ball in his hands. Came right to him.
That was it, right?
Right the numbers.
One of the easiest interceptions you will ever see in a football game. Like he threw it right to him. And Jameis will throw you some picks. They threw you guys like 4 picks yesterday.
No, that's right.
I'm sorry, bro.
It's fine. No, it's fine. You know, this is a co-op thing. It's all good. I hate to say it, and we talked about this last week about defensive backs or just wide receivers that generally can't catch.
Can't catch. That's why you're a DB. Yeah. It's the truth.
It's the truth. But I mean, through your career, practice. Yeah, you didn't make it on the offense. That's fine. You can ask Ed Reed. Ask Ed Reed how to catch a ball.
Ask him.
just ask him. Like, I mean, seriously, 5 minutes. If you're cool with him, you're a Raven, call him up. Hey, Ed, how do I secure that bag?
You know what he's going to say?
What's he going to say?
Take your eyes, put them on the ball, take your hands, put them on the ball, and squeeze it.
Hand-eye coordination.
Squeeze it. Squeeze it like some cheeks. Pause. Y'all like squeezing cheeks?
Yeah,
Pause.
Pretty sure.
Just think about look at the football like it's a pair of cheeks.
That's it. And it's coming right at you. And you want it. Pause. Anyway, okay. Secondary, still horrendous, undisciplined. I'm not against Zach Orr at all. I'm not. I just feel like, and I've said this weeks ago, he's trying to be these guys' friend. They don't have any discipline. Doesn't seem like he's coming down on them, letting them know, hey guys, you got to play some defense. You know what I mean? You know, it seems like practice is, hey guys, go out there, try to catch some balls. You know what I mean? Hey,
let me ask you this. You did make that point, right? A few shows ago, you made that point. What about the offense? They're just as undisciplined. What about the special teams? They're just as undisciplined. They've given up 2. The only 2 onside kicks this year in the NFL come from the Ravens. Special teams. Offense can't get out of their own way. Every time. Lamar had what? Lamar had like a big run yesterday that came back.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, he did. Those penalties will kill you.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. The fact that this team is never prepared, especially against the lower tier teams, okay? Against teams we should beat, man, again, my heart always thinks, God, this could be another loss. And if we're playing the Chiefs, we're playing the Bills, we're playing the Texans, if we're playing the Lions, Packers, Vikings, 49ers, whoever, man, I'm like, you know what? Lamar, he about to go off. We gonna get this. Browns, Cincinnati,
Squealers,
Raiders. Oh my God. No. They are the teams that worry me. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, it's fine. Here's the thing, and this is what I saw yesterday. This is the problem with these games, that we should win, but we don't. to be honest, I don't really care who it is. You know what I mean? Division, American Football League, National Football League, doesn't matter. Offensive line. Lamar had little to no time yesterday.
And
Speak
on it.
And here's the thing. When he does have time, oh, he's amazing. Oh, the offense is high flying. He picks the opposing defense apart. It doesn't matter. You open up the run for Henry, Justice Hill, play action. When he has time, he did not have time yesterday. They were blitzing at least, I don't know, maybe 2 out of every first down attempt. They were blitzing. He had no time. Downhill. That's right. He had to scramble.
The scrimmage yesterday.
The pocket collapsed, and Lamar's off to the races. Now, we've said this before. Me and my brothers both said this before. Like, Lamar, you're a great quarterback. You're a runner. You got accuracy. We really don't want you to run that much. Preserve yourself. Can you do it? Yes, you can. Oh, you can destroy them on the ground. That scramble is ridiculous. But here's the thing. They're going to hit you wherever they want. Helmet to helmet. Hip drop. It's going to happen. We want you to stay healthy. I get it. You're tough. You can withstand it. You can get up, brush it off. Hey, man, don't talk to me. You just try to take me out. Cool. You get more praise for that. But at the same time, man, you are most dangerous when you can combo that together. Your passing and your run game. And I'm not saying that falls on you. That's falling on your offensive line. They cannot hold the defense. When they're running downhill, when they're blitzing, the offensive line just crumbles. And this is something we've seen for years, actually. I even bet if Joe Flacco had as much time in the games that he won, he was destroying them. He had a cannon. When he had no time, he sacked because he couldn't scramble for nobody, for nothing. It wasn't happening. It was far fetched. Nah. But when Lamar has time, when Flacco had time, they were a force to be reckoned with. The play action was there. You could threat with running the ball constantly, finding the gaps because they don't know what you're gonna do. But when they're blitzing and it's working, you become one-dimensional. It doesn't work. You're off scrambling. Yes, you might make some flashy passes like you have. But more times than not, especially yesterday, you had no time. Speaking of that, Rashad Bateman's always open. He is always open. Yesterday, he had 1 catch for 28 yards, targeted 5 times. 1 completion. Mark Andrews. My star goes to Mark Andrews. Targeted 5 times, 5 catches. Dude showed up. Not to mention a touchdown. Mark Andrews came to work. He is looking better and better every week. I love it. Nelson.
Yeah, Mark's back in the mix.
Oh yes, he is.
Mark gone. People wanted Mark gone. I get it. Isaiah Likely is a damn good tight end. He would probably start on 70% of the teams in this. I would even say 80% of the teams in this league would start him, which is a good problem to have for the Ravens. But you can't just discount Mark Andrews. He's been one of the better tight ends in this league for a while. He went through some stuff. He was injured last year. He just had to get his feet under him, and he did. And he's starting to play like he used to.
That's right.
Bro, to your point, we stopped running the ball yesterday, but we were never really down. Derrick Henry had 11 carries. Am I right? 11 carries. What do you have, 60-some yards?
73.
73. 11 carries. 11 carries. I get it, John. We're not going to give him 30 carries a game. 15 to 20? Yes. 11? No. And there it is. They acted like they learned their lesson. We're not going to do that. We're going to stick to what we do best. And you didn't. You didn't. You didn't do that. There was plenty of time to run the ball, right? On that last drive, when I was watching it, I said, you left them too much time.
Oh,
I'm glad you scored, but you left them way too much time.
That's right.
Because I knew they were going to go down and score.
That's it.
I knew that the defense was suspect the whole game. I knew that was going to happen. But you never learned your lesson from the AFC Championship from earlier this year with 11 carries with Derrick Henry. And I think Justice had what, 2 carries?
Yeah.
2. Oh my God.
You want to know how many carries?
So 13 carries from your running backs, right? And Lamar had how many?
8.
And some of those carries came in the second or third quarter. Again, when they started to get cute, when Lamar, when he was doing those design runs, doing the design runs, those RPOs, and he kept it, and he was losing yards. It's like, what are y'all doing? And they went into Lamar hero ball all of a sudden, and that's where we get beat. That's where we get beat, and that's where this offense gets stagnant when the play calling gets lazy, and that's a hardball thing. They did it even when Monken wasn't here. They did it with Greg Roman. They did it with Marty Morningweg. Same crap. They got lazy. When they got lazy, they got beat, and that's what happened. They probably took the Browns too lightly. They're 1-6. They're the Browns. That's Jameis Winston. He lit you up. Let me tell you how bad this secondary is, bro. Listen to me. This is how bad this defense is. Let me run some. I'm gonna run these stats by you real quick. As of today, now I know the Giants and the Squealers are battling right now. It's a barn burner. It's 9-9. Whew, what a barn burner. But as of today, the Baltimore Ravens defense is giving up the most passing yards at 291 yards per game. Ooh.
That's
the
ridiculous.
Most passing touchdowns with 17. They've given up 17 passing touchdowns, the most in the league.
Mm.
The most passes of 15 plus yards. I'm going to let you guess. How many passes of 15 plus yards do you think they've given up this year, bro? You're never going to guess. You're not even going to be close.
106.
Oh, wow. No, that's way too many. They're not that would be historically. If they gave up that many, they wouldn't have won a game this year.
One more guess. Let me see. Just tell me if I'm close. 46.
Close. 40.
Ooh, shit.
40.
Shit.
But think about it. They've given up 40 passing plays of 15 or more yards.
That's saying something.
This last one's this is gonna shot. You're gonna fall on the floor with this last one. You're not gonna be able to believe this one.
I might know.
The most points given up in the fourth quarter.
Oh yeah.
In the NFL.
No, that's right.
93.
Oh my God,
brother, we've given up 93 points just in the fourth quarter.
Well, they said it. 2-3 weeks ago. The Ravens, I think, are number 1 for blowing a fourth quarter lead.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's not new. They did it again. They did it again. They did it again. Lamar put them up. They were up. He drove them down and scored. And then almost did it again. Man, I tweeted out, Lamar's going to have to score again, isn't he?
He could have.
Got the ball back.
Lamar Jackson could have scored on that final drive, that last play, if the two players that were closest to him gave him some help in pushing forward. You got a couple blockers in front of you. You're Lamar Jackson. Everybody's in the end zone. Run it down the sideline. I think it could have happened. Like, why is he trying? It's Lamar Jackson.
I know. but it still would have been tough. It would have been tough. He would have had to have broke like 3-4 tackles.
What about some schoolyard BS? Like they.
How about this? The play before the last play, when he threw the ball up to the back of the end zone, he literally threw a dime to Zay Flowers. If Zay was 2 inches taller, he may have caught that ball.
And in front of the defender. Well, 2 inches taller?
He was behind the defender.
Right. If he was in front of him,
behind the defender.
He definitely would have caught it if he was in front of him. Definitely.
Maybe. He could have.
It would have been a flag.
He put it there. And if he was a couple inches taller, he may have had that ball. But we shouldn't even have been in that position. There's no way we should have to score 30. And it seems like that's the way it's going. We have to score 30 every game to win it.
Because of the defense.
Because of the defense.
And that's hard, man. There's a lot of teams that's not even putting up 30 points a game.
The Browns scored the most points all year. The Browns hadn't scored 20 points all year.
You saw those stands were filled, 29. Right? You saw those stands were filled, right?
They're always filled, man. It doesn't. The one thing, if I got to give Cleveland fans any type of love, right? The love I'll give Cleveland fans is this. They support their team, man. They do. They support their team. It don't matter. They don't care.
That's a beautiful thing.
I've never been to Cleveland, but I don't know what else is there to do, right?
Anyway.
Still, they support their team, man. I got to give them that much. They do. They show up. That place is packed. It's packed. You know what I mean? Seriously, it's packed. But still, how, man? How do you go in there and lose that game, especially the way you lost? The defense is horrendous, but how do you fix it? How do you fix it?
You change the coaching staff.
Okay,
change some players.
You get rid of Orr. But bro, I'm tired of getting more defense. We always spending money on defense.
I believe the offense is solid right now.
I know, bro, but we are always spending money on defense. They always want to throw money at defense. And look how bad it is. And you want to throw more money at it? They spent the first round pick on defense. I mean, I get it. The kid was out. He's sick. Man, come on, man. Get this kid some vitamin C, for real. This kid Wiggins, I think he's going to be good, but darn, man, like he missed what? He had a little shoulder injury, and then, I mean, come on, man. Are you just going to be injury prone your whole career? Because he's missed a few games already this year, right? And then you bench Marcus Williams. What are you doing? Oh, it's an internal thing. What? Did he speak out against the BS that's going on? And you didn't like it, John? You're going to do him like you did Marcus Peters? Because you said the same thing Marcus Peters, right? Marcus Peters on the sideline went to him like, bro, come on, man, you killing us with these dumb calls. He called them out, which he should have, which he's entitled to. He's on that field. John to sit on the side looking dumb most of the game. He's entitled to that. You make a dumb call, I don't care. But see, that's John's problem. He has an ego. This dude is an ego freaking maniac. That's his problem. He's got too much pride. That's why Falele's still playing. Did you see him whiff? Man, God, I'm tired of seeing this dude whiff on blocks. They have him pulling, and the guy's through the gap before he even gets there. He's too slow to be a guard. Why are you having him pull? He's too slow. He's too slow to get out of his stance. You want him pulling? What are we doing?
What are we doing? Getting beat by the Browns.
He's an ego freaking maniac. He's too damn prideful. He would rather burn this damn thing to the ground than be wrong about something.
Oh, it's burning.
Ben Cleveland can't be that worse. He cannot be that worse. If Ben Cleveland is worse than Falele, why the hell is he on this team? You can't get no worse than Daniel Falele. And I'm sorry. He went to the University of Minnesota. My daughter goes to the University of Minnesota. No hate. Bro, you ain't it. I'm sorry. You ain't it.
You are not him. You are not that guy,
You ain't
pal.
him, Timothy, nothing.
Not to say that you're a bad player. You're just too slow for the position that you're
playing.
Not a
good player either.
Because he's too slow.
He's too slow. It's ridiculous, man. And why do we keep doing this? Why? Why, Johnson? You can try to be right. Where's Voorhees? He's a healthy scratch. Where's Voorhees? Why isn't he back playing left guard? Because now you can't move Rosengarten, right? He's doing a pretty decent damn job for a rookie. Can't move him. Don't want to put Voorhees back in, but Voorhees is better than Makari. Makari is cheeks. Pause. You have a generational talent behind center. You literally have one of the best football players to ever play in the National Football League at quarterback, the most special player at that position ever, and y'all playing around with the offensive line? Why didn't you just give Zeitler his money? Or draft a line? You'll draft another guard. You rolling with a guy who never played guard in Falele. It's not working. But you're leaving Ben Cleveland on the bench, probably your best option, because you don't want to look weak. I can't stand this dude. I cannot stand Harbaugh. I can't, man.
So on site.
I want this dude so far away from this team. I'm telling you. I told my wife, I said, if I ever, when I see it come across my screen, Ravens part ways with John Harbaugh, we're going to Fogo de Chao.
Fogo de Chao.
We celebrate. I want
it's a nice place.
All the meats.
Arby's. We have the meats.
I ain't talking about Arby's. I'm talking about Fogo de Chao. And those who've been there, those who've been to Fogo de Chao, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I want all the meats. Pause. No Diddy.
Anyway, okay. That's pretty good. So to put a bow on this situation with John Harbaugh, the offensive line, drop passes by offense and defense, blown coverages, undisciplined defense. Something's got to change. The Ravens are a high-flying team. Not many teams can say that they've won 5 games in a row. And just what's been happening lately is just piss poor.
Yeah, man, but those 5 games, again, they won them, but only 1 or 2 of them have really been convincing. You know what I mean? So it's not like, just as well as they could be undefeated right now, they could as well be, they could be 4-4. They could be 3-5. Just saying. They could be. People don't look at it like that. If the Commanders went down and scored, what are we talking about?
The Commanders gave us a run too. How about that?
Right. That's what I'm saying. If Cincinnati makes that kick, what are we talking about?
If JT made that kick.
How about this? If John Harbaugh didn't call that, and I'm not saying, but look, people say, oh, well, Todd Monken call. I don't give a shit. John Harbaugh's the head goddamn coach. So it's you who say, let's go for it. and it's you who signed off on that dumb play instead of just taking the 3 on the road. No, you want to get cute. Okay? You basically went up to the Browns and said, we don't respect you. Yeah, we're going for it here because we don't respect you. And they stuffed you. Pause.
No, don't pause that. They got stuffed.
You understand what I'm saying? It's like you didn't respect them and they showed you, oh, you don't respect us? Okay. And that's what happened. Just take the 3. If they'd have took the 3, he would have been down 2. And then Tucker would have had a chance to win the game. Not Lamar trying to win the game on a touchdown, down 5.
Well, see, the thing about that is if you took the 3 early in the game, and
I didn't hear a lot of people talking about that too, bro. I didn't hear a lot of people talking about that. Just take the 3. Why didn't you just take the 3? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine. Taking the 3 early in that game and also the field goal that Justin Tucker kicked. I mean, this is the most Justin Tucker has missed in his career in a single season. Like the most. It seems like it's at least now with the frequency of once a week, if given enough attempts. And don't get me wrong, there are distance. These are distance field goals. They're not chip shots. They're not 34 yards. No, these are like 50, 52, which Justin Tucker is known for just, cakewalk. I got this. Hold my beer. Whatever.
50 yards, to your point, you're exactly right. 50 yards is a very long kick. It is not a gimme. But for Justin Tucker, throughout his career, they have been gimmies.
That's it.
They've been gimmies for him. Most of the time, 60 has been a gimme for Justin Tucker.
I think he holds the record,
Probably.
right? Was it 63, 64?
67.
67 for the longest field goal?
67. Detroit. But I'm just saying, man, that was years ago. He's not the same. You can't expect him to be the same. He's basically matched over now.
I you know what? I said that earlier this week. That's what it seems to be because Matt Stover was accurate within 40 yards.
Yeah, 40 and up. Matt Stover was automatic. Unfortunately, number 9, he's a Hall of Famer. Number 9 is the best kicker to ever lace him up. He is. Right? You'll say a lot of people, Vinatieri and, okay, he made a lot of big kicks in big games and he has Super Bowl rings, right? I mean, Tucker has a Super Bowl ring. But statistically, Justin Tucker is the greatest kicker in the history of the game. He's a first ballot. He should be first ballot Hall of Famer. But he is not the same. He's not what he used to be. And you can't expect it. But the rate, again, bro, this goes back to the coaching malpractice of thinking, just get close enough and we'll get 3. You don't even take the damn 3 when you're supposed to, but yet you'll coach the game to not lose. And that's the last thing I'm going to say about this game. I'm going to put a bow on my crap. Stop playing to not lose the game and play to win the goddamn game.
That's right.
He's always done it. He still does it. We will not win a Super Bowl. Write this down. We will not win a Super Bowl under this man. Get it through your heads. It's not happening. So if that's what you want, you better get on a fire hardball train because that. Have you seen this team? What you saw yesterday? That's going to happen in the playoffs. If all you people who say, oh, no, they learned their lesson, shut up. I'm done.
No, that's agreed. The last thing I would like to say about this game, according to, Justin Tucker, if you see him not able to make these long field goals, you know what I mean? Punt the ball or design your offense in a way to say, hey, we need to get the ball to this marker so Justin Tucker can make the field goal. Don't say, oh, We're at their 39 or 45, whatever. Let Justin Tucker kick. He doesn't seem to be that accurate anymore from that distance. It's not the same guy. So try to help him out. You build an offense around the Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, and also your special teams, Justin Tucker, that can actually put you up and win games for you. Because if you put him in situations where he can't make the field goal, you shouldn't try. Brian Billick did a good job with Matt Stover to say, hey, can you make this? And Matt Stover was automatic within 40 yards. That's kind of looking the way Justin Tucker is now. Maybe 50. But try to work that out. Anyway. Okay. So I would say enough of this, whatever that game was yesterday, Ravens, Browns, 24-29 crap show. We're going to...
Okay, one more thing. And I saw this on my Twitter feed. People talking about an edge rusher is going to fix this. No, it's not. Stop throwing money at a defense. It's not going to stop anybody. It's not going to fix this. That's it.
Okay. Switching gears. Hopefully the Ravens will win next week.
We'll see. They got the Broncos.
Yeah.
Go Knicks.
Ooh. I mean, we have them at home.
That man licking his chops.
We have them at home. Hopefully that'll give them an edge. Maybe.
Bo Nix is licking his chops right now. And this is what I want to see. The Broncos got on defense too. Their secondary is even better than the Browns. We'll see what happens.
Check that rush defense. Okay, guys, better news. Well, slightly better news. Slightly better news. Ha!
No, this ain't better. No, not by any stretch of the imagination.
Vikings versus the Rams, Thursday night football. Anyway, just to summarize before we dive deep into this, the Vikings literally fell, Darnold, 20-30 to LA Rams. Controversial ending to that game, which let's not call it controversial. We all saw it. The officiating staff just chose to ignore it. We're just going to end the game and get out of here. Which, I mean...
Man, these refs can eat up.
I'm sure Sam Darnold would second that. Oh, man. Anyway.
Just wanted to get that off my chest.
No, that was pretty good. I'm glad you got that off your chest, because trust me, when I saw things in that game, the Vikings had a lot of penalties.
That's an understatement. They gave them 5 first downs off of penalties. Every single one of them was a third down play.
No, I was literally about to go there. Every single one was third down, which resulted in a Rams first down. I couldn't believe it pretty much myself. Every time it happened, I'm like, you guys were about to get off the field, and then this happens again. And again.
Again. Again.
Like so many blown opportunities.
Oh, there's a flag. Eat up. You talk about frustrating. You want to talk about frustrating, bro. Now, granted, no pass rush all night. So you let Stafford basically do whatever he wanted to do all night, right? There was no pass rush. Okay, they got their two best receivers back. You got Puka Nacua that came back, and you got Cooper Kupp. Now that's a recipe for disaster. Okay? But come on. The last two games, this defense has looked horrible after being so hot the first 5 games. They went on the bye, and then all of a sudden, this defense looked like the best in football, and now they look like one of the worst. This secondary is looking just pedestrian. Guys were wide open all night. Right? They were open all night. Man, Puka Nacua came back and dropped 100 on their head like he was never hurt. He just came off IR. And you know what the Rams, man, look. Y'all can eat it too. Okay? Because y'all on here talking about, yeah, we might limit his snaps, you know. Yeah, limited his snaps was basically every good play. Okay? He was out there almost every play. Yeah, you limited his snaps, all right. Yeah, sure. But he came back and easily dropped 100 on their head. He was wide open all night. Cooper Kupp, he made some big catches. Demarcus Robinson. The funny thing is, it's like, okay, Demarcus Robinson was, you damn near forgot he was on this team. But they come back and he catches 2 touchdowns. You can't make this up. Defense looked horrible. They looked like they didn't know what was going on. Again, after looking so good the first 5 weeks, you beat the Texans, who a lot of people think are Super Bowl contenders. You beat the 49ers. They're kind of average right now. They're not as good as we thought they were going to be, but they have injury problems. You beat the Packers, who people think are a Super Bowl contender. And it's like, but then you come in here and you lose to the Rams, who only have 2 wins. I mean, man, I thought I was watching the same game, right? I watched it Thursday, and I'm like, how do you lose to the 2-something Rams? The only thing I can think of with that is they got both of their top receivers back, right? So they got an injection of offense immediately. But then the defense started playing like lights out. I'm like, man, the Rams defense isn't this good, but they look good against they look good against the Vikings. And then Darisaw goes out, which is, God, it pisses me off so bad. He went out on the second to last play of the half. The play after he goes out, he's out for the year, hurts his knee, then you take a knee. You understand what I'm saying? Then you take a knee. What the fuck? You literally take a knee after your starting left tackle goes out for the year. Why didn't you just get out of there? Why didn't you just get out of the half? As much as I've been praising Kevin O'Connell, I think he's did a great job. I think he's done a great job. That was a bonehead thing to do. And I don't want to kill him with it, and I get it. That could have happened on the first play of the game. Could have happened on the last play of the game. I get it. But it just, hindsight is 20/20 when stuff like that happens, right? Through a lens, it's a bad look because it's like because it happened when you could have just took a knee and got out of there. Right? Things were already going bad. They were already just working your offensive line, right?
3 sacks.
They look like, they were pressuring all night. I mean, Jefferson is still Jefferson, right?
No,
Addison looked lost a lot. He did. He looked like he was running the wrong route a lot of times yesterday. He just looked a little lost. But man, It's frustrating because Aaron Jones didn't even go off too much like that. What did he didn't even get 60 yards. I think he had 58. Yeah, 19 carries, 58 yards.
Yep.
You couldn't even get him going, right? So you couldn't run the ball. All you had was Jefferson. I mean, Sam Darnold, 2 touchdowns, no picks. He didn't have a turnover, which is good. At least I don't think he did. I don't think he had a turnover. No, he didn't have a turnover. Sam Darnold with 2 touchdowns, 240, and no turnovers, you would think you win the game. Justin Jefferson, 8 for 115. But that's it. That's all you had. I mean, but then the defense, man. And then the officiating. How the hell do you give them 5 first downs off of penalties? Every single one of them was a third down. Come on, man.
It's like they wanted them to win the game.
90% of the money was on the Vikings on Thursday. Think about that. The referee after the game, and you guys will see the thumbnail because you'll see Sam Darnold wondering what the hell. You guys didn't see him literally yank my head around like the Exorcist. I can't do that, by the way, guys. Like, that wasn't me. You didn't see him just rip my head all the way around. One of the refs was literally looking right at him. There's a picture of it. The other ref, they have video of him looking right at him from behind. None of them threw a flag. They just, no, we didn't see it. Then they got the nerve on the interview after the game to say, well, we didn't see it. That's why it wasn't called on the field. But we got you on video evidence. We got you. Both of y'all looking right at Sam.
Can anything be done about that? I'm just saying.
No.
Pay cut, suspension, something, because, I mean,
they need to start. Okay.
Could have broke his neck.
You said something very interesting. You said it's almost like they wanted him to win. 90% of the money in Vegas was on the Vikings on that game. And it's almost like they wanted them to win. One of those refs hit that parlay on Thursday night. So they went home happy. A couple of them probably did. All I'm saying is this. There's no transparency in this, right? When these guys have a bad night, you can't interview a ref. These refs when they make egregious non-calls like this, there's no repercussions for it. Now, again, I don't always want to go back to refereeing because, especially on the road, you have to play better than the refs ref the game. You have to. Even when I played high school ball, it was like, look, we're going on the road. You're going to have to play better than you do at home. You do. Sometimes you got to play better even at home because these refs are horrible, but you can't leave it in their hands. But when you see this, man, that gives you cause to pause. Like, wait a minute. This don't look right. This does not look right. But neither did the Vikings defense. They didn't. They shot themselves in the foot too with penalties.
Both feet.
Yeah. They did not stand 10 toes down. They lost some toes. They might have been 8 toes down, like Dion. Pause. I'm just fucking with you. Don't send one of your clown sons after me to try to say something on social media because I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. Colorado's a fucking joke. Excuse me. That one got through because that one came from the heart. Anyway, I'm just saying they did. They shot themselves in the foot, and they just didn't play up to the standard that they needed to win, right? And it's sad, man, because the same way we talked about the Ravens, it didn't look the same. The last 2 games of the Vikings haven't looked the same. They don't look like the same team. They look different. Is it just that they're not prepared? Again, the refs didn't help, but man, and I'm not saying they would have won that game, but if you call that penalty, it's 15 yards, it's a minute 10 left, 15 yards, they could have went down and scored. We'll never know now. We'll never know. But they need to fix that defense too. Brian Flores has some work to do. He does. And again, he's not like Zach Orr. Brian Flores is a veteran coach. Those guys need to get their stuff together. Because it's not like you've played. The only team that I can give you a pass on for anything like that, and I still can't because it was at home, is the Lions. The Lions have been killing it, but man, like they just destroyed, the Titans. But the Titans are like, the Titans and the Panthers are like, I don't know. You might put a good, that'll never happen. You'll never. People say this, they make jokes. No college team will ever beat a pro team, so just stop. Pro teams are literally made up of college all-stars. So literally that college team will be playing grown freaking men who are basically college all-stars. So don't start.
Heisman Trophy winners.
They would get their break speed off of them if they played an NFL team. So just stop. They grown men. All right? Don't even try it.
It'd be like
they might not score. They probably wouldn't score. Okay? But man, it was a clown show from the referees, but again, the Vikings didn't play well enough to win the game. Too many mistakes, too many missed opportunities. Man, I don't know what else you can really say about that. The line didn't look very good, and then Darrisaw going out now, you just lost your best lineman now. It's going to be tough for them to replace him. It is. It's going to be tough for them to replace him. He's out for the season. Man, it's going to be tough. It really is. It's going to be tough. You know what I mean? He was the anchor. They have two bookend tackles, and O'Neal and Darrisaw, and now he's out. I don't even know his backup. I don't even know. I don't even see it. I don't even know who his backup is, but he's got some big shoes to fill. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, they what they got next week? We got, let's see. Ooh, the Colts Sunday night. That's right. We got Indianapolis. We all know the last time we played Indianapolis, biggest comeback in NFL history, down 33-0. So
how about that?
We'll see what happens with that. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But I don't know. Sorry, I know I took up most of the segment of the Vikings, man. What did you think? You saw that debacle.
No, it was ridiculous, man. It's like I said, I'm sticking to it. It's like they wanted the Rams to win. You know what I mean? 3 sacks on Darnold. Stafford, he didn't have like an amazing game. You know what I mean? He did well. Sam Darnold too, but just all the flags and they just had everything working against them constantly. You know what I mean? You do good, like it's like finding 4 quarters. You get 75 cents, you see the quarter, oh, they take it away because it's a flag. And it's like, oh, first down. You find 3 more, oh, flag, first down. It just, I couldn't believe it.
It was brutal.
It was sickening, actually, for me, because just watching it, and I'm like, after a while, I'm like, there's no way. Then it happens again. Like, after I think the third one, it's like, all right, guys, get your... And then it happens again. And then again after. You know, I do not like the way the NFL referees these games. I don't like how much power they have. You know what I mean? I get it. It's not like the way the NFL used to be. They're trying to preserve these guys for a long haul. I get it. It's looking more and more like the NBA, flopping, princesses. Oh, I tapped him on his helmet. Flag. Oh, I grabbed the jersey. Flag.
To your point and to my point, did you see the roughing the passer call that dude in Kansas City got? The guy from the Raiders was literally just running, and I mean, he ran into him.
No, that's
And
it.
you even saw him try to pull up, and he just jumped back, and they called a 15-yard penalty. And I'm like, bro.
Princesses. Flopping. It's killing the sport, really, in my opinion. Now, like I said, I don't want these guys to go out there and get injured, but still, let them play. They know what they're getting themselves into. That's why they wear the shoulder pads, all the padding, the helmets. You gotta let them play, like. And don't get me wrong, roughing the passer is one of the most controversial flags ever to set foot in this game. And I've seen more times than not that they get a roughing the passer, and the defensive lineman, D-back, whatever, linebacker, doesn't matter. Either he's pulling up, trying to miss him, or it's a clean hit literally milliseconds after the ball leaves his hand, which, to my knowledge, that was, okay, he's going for him because he still has the ball. But I've seen so many flags thrown in that scenario, and it's like, well, how much time has to lapse until they make contact? Because I've seen a couple seconds. Lamar Jackson, for instance, no roughing the passer. I've seen Pat Mahomes, milliseconds, roughing the passer.
Well, you know who that is. Certain guys are going to get certain calls, right? Certain guys are going to get certain calls. All I'm saying is you missed a blatant face mask. That's all I'm saying. But
the whole world saw it.
The whole world saw it, but those guys standing
Zebras.
4 feet away, they didn't,
No, they're eating grass. Stop eating grass, zebras.
But I don't know, man. To put a bow on this, it was a bad week. Both teams, bad week. 2 bad losses. Season's not over, but some things have to be changed, man. You got to change some things up. For the Vikings, you lost your tackle. You're going to have to figure that out, how that's going to be. That's going to be hard to replace him. For the Ravens, you got to fix your secondary. You know what I mean? You got to generate a pass rush again. You got to stop being out of position. You got to figure this out. The offense, the Ravens, stop getting so goddamn cute. Run your offense. But man, yeah.
One more thing I would like to add on to what you were saying. For that Ravens defense, know when to give them space and know when to press up. You guys are always in zone. I get it. You know your secondary's trash. That's why you back them up so much. But as you saw, Jameson Winston exploited. Know when to change. No, don't be afraid to change something. If you see him going for the dump offs, man, press up. You could get a pick 6. I don't know with those DB hands, but that's all I gotta say.
All right, everybody, we're gonna get out of here. Hopefully, we get some bounce back games next week. Vikings got the Colts on Monday night.
Ravens got the Broncos.
Ravens got the Broncos at home. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, we'll get some bounce back games. But that's all from us this week. Again, you can expect us to be here every week. We usually record on Mondays after the game. Sometimes we record on Sundays. Depends on what we got going on. But You will see us here every week talking about the Ravens and the Vikings. Please like and subscribe to the video. We really appreciate it. It helps us out a lot. It's free to you to just click that button. If you want to get notifications, please hit that notification bell so you know when we put up new videos. We appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Peace and love to y'all. Have a good week. We'll see y'all next week. And we out.
Peace.